Alright, Renaissance Guy, Change. My name's Ian, and I have a lot of experience in life and going through some difficult times. As I said on other videos, my videos are here to give my view on the world. I'm not necessarily going to say that I am correct on a few things. There are some things that are my opinion. I try to base my opinion on looking objectively at things, looking at things as they happen, watching the live broadcasts, and I also watch a lot of critique videos done by impartial people who give an impartial view on different subjects, as well as drawing on my own experience. Now, I've noticed an awful lot of people do watch my videos, but they don't like or subscribe, so I just have a simple ask. If you would like and subscribe, it helps my algorithms go. Gonna say that I am not endorsed by any company. It'd be nice to make some money, but that isn't the reason why I'm doing this. The reason why I do these videos is to try and give some solid views on life, help people go through things, help people through difficult situations that they may be suffering from. If there are some people who are having serious difficult situations, and if I've been through those, at least I can help in a way that gives a little bit of moral, emotional support on those problems. And it's not easy going through life, and it's not easy actually doing these videos, because at some point you'll say something and somebody may not agree with you, but I mean, it's cool. People can disagree with you, but the whole point is to try and get things out there to help people. So I appreciate people giving formed opinions, and I appreciate that, and that's great. Even if they do go against mine, if I find that I am in error and there is something that I make a mistake on, then I will retract and say, you know what, I was wrong on that. But if I feel that I'm right, and I know that I'm right, and I've seen all these things, I'm going to double down. But that being said, I don't try to insult people on my videos and stuff like that. So I'm a little bit on dealing with people, and this is just something, again, drawing from my experience as a security guard and as a personal trainer and as a fitness instructor. The first thing I would really say is value people. And the individual, and I know people talk about this all the time, but really, individual people are important. They're valuable. They have lives that will never be reproduced in the same way. Even those people who are down on their luck, they are struggling, they're on the streets, they're poor, or whatever it is, they're still valuable people. They're still human beings. The worth of a human life is such that it cannot be replaced, and it cannot be, if things go seriously wrong, it can't be fixed no matter what it is. Human life is delicate, and in fact it's hard to create human life. It takes millions upon millions of chances to actually form a life to start with, and then that life has to fight to become a born child, and then there's everything else, and life is a struggle right from the start, and it is, and there is nothing wrong with that. To be fair, life has to be a struggle sometimes. It has to give challenges. It has to give things whereby you can grow and overcome these challenges. And I'm going to give a sort of like an anecdotal sort of story about this. I was teaching a fitness class, And it started off, and there was only 2 people coming, and I'd actually named it Mixed Martial Arts Fitness. And I think people were a bit put off because they didn't want to come and fight or anything. And I was like, well, it's not about it. It's about using the fitness training that mixed martial artists use, or as we now, as we now know it in other terms. And said this is to teach you how to be fitter. So eventually, what I did was I switched it to something called 20-20-20, and that seemed to give an idea. It seemed to spark an interest in people. Like, what's 20-20-20? Suddenly I had around about 6 people coming in, and then 8, and then 10. And a couple of those people actually left classes like Les Mills to come and join my class, because they said, you actually give us something to take away and do and achieve. And I remember when I used to teach these classes, we used to have 4 weeks where we would run the 20-20-20, and on the 5th week we would have a personal fitness challenge and personal best challenge. So throughout the week they train, they come to my class, and on the 5th week they will go through and have the challenges, and they do that blah blah blah. And one of the challenges is that you did push-ups, and you did so many, and you went through certain stages and went through, and then at the end, so we'd run a half an hour on it, and then at the end we would run a technique and coaching session. So at half an hour of the fitness test, half an hour of the coaching thing. And 3 months, everybody started growing and becoming fitter and fitter. In 2 months, there was one lady who came up. She said, I've never in my entire life been able to do push-ups. I've always done the easy push-ups, because I never used to say girly push-ups. I used to say easy, medium and hard. That's the terminology that should be used. I don't believe in this, female, male agenda, putting it on. I believe easy, medium and hard. That's what I believe in. And she said, I've only been able to do easy. Now I can do proper push-ups, and I can do 10 of them. And she was so proud of the fact, and she kept on moving on and kept on growing and kept on moving onwards. And it was great to see. Through the challenges that she had, she was now able to do something more, and she went away with that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because she valued something. She valued her health and the fitness, and she wanted to improve. And because she valued that, she took time to overcome a challenge that was in her life. And I think sometimes, even though we don't appreciate the challenges in life, we don't value the challenges. For me now, before lockdown, I used to train a lot harder than what I do now. And now there are some things that I'm finding a challenge to actually get back and do. And I'll be honest, I went straight into what I was doing before, and I completely wasted myself. And I did cause a few minor injuries. And I've had to kind of say, right, you know what? I've got to rebuild from where I was to where I am now. And so far, as I've been doing that, I've been shaping up, I've been coming back into what I need to be able to do that again. And I've had to learn to challenge myself in some ways to bring back and dial back some of the things that I was doing, so that I can ultimately achieve my goals and to do what I need to do again. And it is humbling. It's not the easiest thing to go through, okay? It's not the easiest thing, especially when you get older as well. I'm 52 now, and I have noticed that there are slight differences to when I was 48. But I am still in good shape. I'm still able to do what I need to do, and I can rebuild back up. I may not be able to hit the lofty heights of what I did pre-lockdown, but I can come close, and I can get things going. So life's difficulties are hard. Life's challenges are hard. And when you're going through them, it really, you really do find it soul destroying sometimes, and we're living in a state now where life is even harder, especially in the UK, where we have to worry each day what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, with the leadership not being so good. People are starting to lose their jobs en masse. We are very close to another recession. Very close to another recession. And it is hard. It's very hard for people to admit that perhaps they voted wrongly and still defend what they voted. Other people are thinking, oh my gosh, I did vote wrong, I'm going to vote differently. And we can see a swing to voting differently. The main rule of anything, though, is self-accountability. And just as we need to be accountable for ourselves, we need to hold our leadership accountable in whatever we are in, whether it be governments, whether it be employments, everything. We all need to be accountable with what we do and for how things turn out. And I'm going to say in this life, a lot of the problems that we have in our lives, and I'm not saying all of them, but even in some of the problems where it's being caused by somebody else, we are still partly responsible for that. And the biggest power you can have to overcome challenges is to be accountable for the part that you play. And when you're accountable for the part that you play, you move forwards, you're able to fix things, and you're able to improve. Now, I'm going to turn around and say that it's hard to do, but if you do it, you're going to value yourself a lot more in the end. So, accountability is such a power that a lot of people seem to forget, seem to fail to utilize. And personally for me, I try to employ that power a little bit more each day, each week, and move forwards and improve myself. And certainly, it's happening, and I'm doing it. So just a few thoughts this morning. Just to recap, if you want to be better, if you want to do things, value yourself first and foremost. Value the fact that other people are going through a rough time. Hold yourself to accountability. Fix the things that you've done wrong. Move forwards and be successful. Okay? Now, I'm not going to sit around and say I've got everything. And not everything in my life is all roses and peaches and buckets of frogs and cheese sandwiches. I'm not gonna say that, but it's improving and it's moving forwards, and I'm being able to fix things a little bit more. So I know it's been a bit of a general video today, but if you know of anybody who's going through a tough time and they need a little help, clue them into this video. I'm going to do a couple more videos on other things in the future, and hopefully do a little bit more content, go a little bit more in depth into things, but I hope you sort of like got the gist of what I'm saying. Have a great day, improve yourself each day, and keep moving forwards. And that's all any of us can do in the end. Whether people agree or disagree with us, or whether people say we're right or wrong, we can only act on the best knowledge that we have to improve our lives. Okay? Have a great day. Catch you all later.